Wherever you go, you find the good, the bad. The world is a feast of fruits or
Gratitude with a distorted sense of self will keep you small and mediocre. 2 words. Be grateful. Be grateful. Be grateful. Those were the words I kept telling myself every time I felt this deep-seated sense of discontent. And I couldn't shake it off. I prayed, I fasted, I meditated, tried to forget about it, or I tried to convince myself that it's all in my head. Be grateful was how do I put it? Was a cushion I sat on, cried on, and eventually found comfort in. A lot has happened in the past 4 years that has depleted my confidence. It's not something that I was willing to admit to myself initially. In retrospect, I came to understand that I was performing a fake it till you make it type of act. I know how to speak up when I need to speak up, but this lack of confidence was more so I'm not where I want to be, I'm not where I believe I'm supposed to be. Because I didn't feel a sense of fulfillment with my life, I assumed the best thing to do was to hide. I thought I would wait until my conditions were met, my personal conditions were met in terms of how I wanted to be seen. Trust the process. I know this is really light, but trust the process. And quite frankly, I've started to feel very useless. I have so much time on my hands and I have been crippled by the thought of doing things rather than just doing it. The first step into fixing anything is accepting it. And it took me a while to accept that I was the one that was doing myself. I've been doing myself for a really long time. We thank God that we're here now. The 3-minute reels are not doing it for me anymore. This is my first time wearing makeup in about 2 months now. So I've been on this journey of becoming a better person, really, becoming a better mother, becoming a better friend, becoming a better business owner, just becoming. Up until about 4 years ago, I had a very happy and irresponsible life. It's not even funny. That's a really nice blend, if I do say so myself. I lived a very happy, irresponsible life up until about, I want to say 2 years ago. I have enough excuses up until I had my daughter. But after I had her, that's why I keep saying 4 years ago, up until I had her, choosing to be a parent, I've chosen to be someone's mother. So irresponsibility shouldn't have been in the same dialogue, I just kept living my life the same way I was up until I found out I was pregnant. And thereafter, within the past 4 years, I was building irresponsibly, should I say. I've lost a lot in the past 4 years. And I think it's more heartbreaking that it happened all at the same time. Everything in my life came crashing down all at the same time. I lost my studio, I lost my car, I lost my mind, I lost friends, I lost my brother. That one is very touchy. Grief is nobody's friend. Grief is not a joke. But we'll unpack that one in a different video. So, with that being said, and I almost lost my child. All in the same year. All in the same year, literally. But for the first time in my life, all of these things forced me to be silent. All of these things forced me to be still. All of these things forced me to sit in darkness. So this silence forced me to listen to my demons. I wouldn't say force. Let me say the darkness allowed me to see truly how bruised and battered my heart was. Initially, I felt like life was happening to me. I felt like I felt like I was under attack. I felt like my world was coming to an end. In retrospect, I'm realizing that it needed to happen. I needed everything that happened. I needed it to happen. Felt like I fell into this abyss of darkness. Some people, well, in modern day culture, you would call it falling off. And I felt like that for a while because I lost everything I had, and including my confidence. God intervened, even though he was the last person, consciously, God was the last person I turned to, sadly. And he made me realize that this was a season of self-discovery. It was a season of preparing for the next season. Rather than just sitting there, I decided to do the work, not by myself, of course, because boy, oh boy, I tried that already, and I almost lost my mind. Well, not even almost, I lost my mind. So when God took over, I started to see things differently, Things started to make sense to me. And now we're here. I'm completely improvising this look, and I'm realizing how much I miss not knowing what I'm going to end up with and just flowing, being in a state of just flow. That's what makeup has always been to me. And I can't believe I almost allowed life to get in the way of that. I just got an idea now and I just thought, ooh, and it just literally sparked something in me. And I just feel this rush of excitement like a child. I need to be silent for this part. We'll get back to the conversation in a little bit. I, in fact, did not carry on talking, so I'm going to have to finish this with a voiceover. I'm definitely still not where I want to be, but I'm much better than where I was a year ago, mentally, spiritually, and even physically. A part of me wanted to start this journey when I felt completely ready, but then when have I ever felt completely ready? Every excuse I made had nothing to do with my capabilities, and in fact, everything to do with my identity. How I assumed others perceived me, which was how I actually perceived myself. I don't want people to see me trying and possibly failing, but then I want to build a community. My ideal community aren't women that would ridicule other women for trying. Yes, it's the internet and it can be harsh in a critical environment. But with my experience on building my community to where it is so far, those who are for you will stay. And that's what I'm choosing to pay attention to. I want to build a community of like-minded women who are also on their journey of becoming, no matter at what level that is. For me, this is my first identity shift, and I'm finally falling in love with myself again. Yes, it would be nice to come here and tell you how I did it, but wouldn't it be better if I just showed you? Who I was for a second. Can you imagine? I almost forgot who I was. I almost forgot whose daughter I was. Can you imagine? Get out. Who Monica? It's clear, man. Mumu.
It's clear, man. Mumu. Attention is the price you pay for what you choose to consume. Almost lost my soul searching. Little did I know this is how it goes, how it goes. Paid attention to the devil. Traded my peace for a lens to see where the light ends and darkness begins. Traded my peace. Attention was the price. The more that I know, the less I am free now.